The Smallest Fazoozoo Flum. Story and pictures by Nick Fugetti. In a far-off world, not too different than our own, filled with all sorts of creatures, even some unknown, live the silliest creatures as silly as can be, called Fazoozoo Flums, who live up in the trees. Every morning, at the break of dawn, they get together and sing the Fazoozoo Flum song. They play their kazoozoos and beat their flums, while the others sing and dance under the morning sun. And after all the singing and dancing are through, the king declares the daily tasks to do. Everyone gathers to hear the king's decree, from which he delivers from the royal tree. The king said, "My fellow Fazoozoo Flums, it is sad but true, for I woke this morning to find the queen has the flu. And the only cure, I am sorry to say, is a rare purple flower found very far away." Then an unexpected voice came from the branch of a tree, saying, "I will find this flower, for I am Chester Lee." The king laughed and he shook his head. He replied, "None of us Fazoozoo Flums are very tall, but you, my friend, are the smallest of the small. Is there anyone else who will pursue my decree? For this job is too big for the small Chester Lee." Not a word was spoken from the group of Fazoozoo Flums, for they were all too scared, all of them but one. The king said, "Since there is no one else who will pursue my decree, this big job is yours, small Chester Lee." Chester replied, "Thank you, my king. I won't let you down. I will find this flower, I will search all around." With that being said, he went on his way. He gathered his things and left that very day. He traveled over mountains and through valleys low, through all kinds of weather like rain, sleet, and snow. And every night he would climb up in the trees and fall asleep to the sound of the breeze. But one night he woke to an unusual sound, like something quite large moving around on the ground. The strange sound turned out to be a huge monster crying under the tree. Chester was scared and didn't know what to say, but he gathered his courage and asked, "Are you okay?" The monster looked up and said, "No, I'm very sad. I've never had a friend, and a friend is what I wish I had. When anyone sees me, they just run away, because they are scared of my monster ways." Chester said, "But you don't seem very scary to me. I'll be your friend. My name is Chester Lee." The monster looked up and said, "My name's Grim." Then his sad face turned into a happy grin. "I've never seen a creature like you before. Are you lost? Is there something you're looking for?" Chester replied, "I've been sent by my king to find a purple flower that can cure the flu, but I haven't been able to find it and I don't know what to do." Then Grim got excited and started to say, "I know this flower. I can show you the way." And sure enough, at the edge of a creek, was the rare purple flower that Chester was sent out to seek. And Chester told Grim, "We must be on our way. To cure the queen's flu, we must leave this very day." So Chester and Grim traveled all day and all night, till the Fazoozoo Flum town was close in sight. When Chester and Grim returned to the Fazoozoo Flum town, all the Fazoozoo Flums gathered around. Then the king declared, hear ye, returns the brave Chester Lee. But who is this monster you bring in front of me? Did you find the purple flower that will make my queen well? What news do you bring? Please, please, do tell." Chester replied, "My king, do not worry, the flower I did find, but it would not have been found without a friend of mine. So I introduce to you my special friend Grim, and if you want to give praise and glory, then give it all to him." The king declared, "To me you are both heroes, so listen to what I say. On this date yearly we will celebrate Chester and Grim Day." All the Fazoozoo Flums cheered and danced and played their songs, and Chester taught Grim to dance and sing along. And so the tale would be told time and time again of the smallest Fazoozoo Flum and his very unlikely friend, who together did what nobody thought they could do, who found the rarest flower that cured the Queen's flu. The end. Thanks for listening, friends. Don't forget to like and subscribe to hear more.